More than 99.9% of scientific studies agree humans caused climate change.
Here's a summary of the article.
More than 99.9% of peer-reviewed scientific papers agree that climate change is mainly caused by humans, according to a new survey of 88,125 climate-related studies. The research updates a similar 2013 paper revealing that 97% of studies published between 1991 and 2012 supported the idea that human activities are altering Earth's climate. We are virtually certain that the consensus is well over 99% now, and that it's pretty much case closed for any meaningful public conversation about the reality of human-caused climate change, said Mark Lynas, a visiting fellow at the Alliance for Science and the paper's first author. In spite of such results, public opinion polls as well as opinions of politicians and public representatives point to false beliefs and claims that a significant debate still exists among scientists over the true cause of climate change. In 2016, the Pew Research Center found that only 27% of U.S. adults believe that. Almost all scientists agreed that climate change is due to human activity, according to the paper. In the study, the researchers began by examining a random sample of 3,000 studies from the dataset of 88,125 English-language climate papers published between 2012 and 2020. They only found 4 out of the 3,000 papers were skeptical of human-caused climate change.
This post received a score of 4,900, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
But did the scientists do their own research?
99.999% of the research was done by underpaid grad students working 80 hours a week. Most of them didn't even get their names on the paper.
Clearly, the scientific community is divided on the issue.
Teach the controversy, I say.
A Texas school board member, I see.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Nah, no chance. Just that 0.1% of scientists shouldn't be scientists in the first place.
0.1% solidly on the industry payroll getting that sweet extinction drip.
Microscopes don't pay for themselves.
No amount of evidence will ever persuade an idiot. Mark Twain.
It is difficult to get a man to understand something, when his salary depends on his not understanding it. Upton Sinclair.
Humans are dumb AF. Bitchcakes.
That's okay, because almost as if by design, the denialists are starting to move on to, oh well, too far gone to do anything about it now.
At some point you get tired of banging that drum, realize the political will just isn't there, and start moving on to advocating for secondary and tertiary approaches to dealing with climate change. At this point I'm convinced that humanity's only chance is to engineer our way out of the climate crisis, because governments continue to demonstrate a lack of interest in actual prevention measures, and they are definitely too late to avoid some serious climate disasters anyway. Selling all electric vehicles by 2040 is all well and good, but if your electrical grid is still 50% carbon emitting, it's an empty gesture, and we're already starting to experience serious climate disasters right now in 2021. More idealistic me might have just been unrealistic about what was even possible for us to do about climate change in the 90s and early 2000s.
Sometimes you do stop beating the drum when you realize not enough people are listening. That at least attempts to engage with reality, and even though it's not ideal, reality is reality. Those who have chosen to beat the drum of convenience, and avoiding any kind of honest discussion in an attempt to avoid or postpone reality. I can't fault anyone for at least trying to enact change or better habits, but then realizing this is an almost insurmountable issue without society at large being involved.
Man, that's better in 9 out of 10 dentists.
The messaging surrounding climate change has been detrimental to people taking action. Thing is, nearly all of the solutions or remedies such as alternative energy, efficiencies, reuse, recycling, etc. are all good things. One does not have to believe in climate change to believe in the remedies. Focus on the remedies. Who cares what people believe along the way, so long as we end up in the right place?
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.